Okay, so this is the training video for setting up the live stream, and we're going to start with the tower. This is the tower, and the first thing is to turn on the power full system on. And while that is coming on, we're going to go over here to the turn on power strips for cameras and computer. So if you can come this way, make sure this power strip is on, which it is on. This is the computer, and I'm going to plug in the HDMI cable. Oh, and they've got a new thing for this. Okay, this is the Ethernet cable. And this is the SanDisk that stays with the computer. And what we're going to do is take it out and put it in the tower over here. And it goes right here. Oops. Okay, now it's on. And make sure that this says SDI and not HDMI. Now when we get ready to record, we'll press this and hold it until it flashes or something. Okay. Next, plug the camera. Plug camera. Computer power cord. Okay, so we've already got the computer is plugged in here. And we've got these plugged in, so we'll turn on the computer right here. That button right there turns on the computer. And we turn on the audio. It's right here. And we're going to make sure that this is on, the mouse. Now we're going to turn this on, and this will turn on the cameras. This is for the cameras. There's and this is the monitor for the cameras. So we let everything come on. Let me see. Let me look at the instructions here. We're going to do it in a laptop computer. Plug, blur, Ethernet cord, turn on, and log in. Okay, so I'm going to turn on the computer. I mean, the computer is on, but I'm going to log in, and the pin is right here. And we're going to open ProPresenter, which is right here. Double click. That's the program we use to do the slides for the presentation in the mass presentations, the songs, the the beginning video. Boy, it's taking its time coming up. There it is. Okay. Okay. So we have church service templates, and we have the playlist, and this is it's set for September 25th, so these things will have to be changed. Shot 1 is the church front, and it'll have the date. Now when you click on this, it'll show up right here, and that is what is going to be available right here. I'm not going to get into a whole lot of the running the cameras right now. I'm just going to focus on the computer right now. Now the next thing is to set up the audio. And on the audio, choose SQ Mixpad icon. Looks like Windows didn't load. Restart my computer. I'm having to restart this. The person running the computer can also run the audio because it doesn't take a lot. You can just reach over and adjust this. That's all we do is adjust the sound. If the sound, and these display what sound is coming from out there in the church. Okay, now this is the SQ Mixpad. That's what we click on. Okay, so we click on that. SQ Mixpad. Okay, I guess it takes a double click. Choose SQS and connect. Bottom of screen. Okay, so SQ5, and down here, connect. So that's what we have, the screen. Choose custom. We click over here, custom, and then we choose custom number 1 right here. And then we choose auxiliary 12 over here. This is all written down. So, these are the this is the priest, this is the deacon here. Lavalier 1 is the priest, lavalier 2 is the deacon. So we don't have to control the sound from in here, but we can adjust, like if the cantor mic does not seem to be coming in well, we can make it go up and down. And that's about all we do. I'm just going to leave that there because antivirus protection expired. I guess I'll go ahead and renew it. Oh, shoot. Can't reach this page. You're not connected. Oh, shoot. We're not connected. This is going to be a great video. Want to play a game while you wait. Launch game. Right. Okay, forget all that. So that's all we do with audio, you know. We don't, it's really not necessary to adjust these, but that's what it is. Okay. So on the computer now, when we first launch the live stream, okay, so I'm going to minimize that and open the Google Chrome. And what we want on the Google Chrome is the Facebook. We don't do live streaming anymore. That would be YouTube. So we go to Facebook. And we will that was the last live stream we did. We also did the 8 o'clock Mass on September the 18th. The 8 o'clock Spanish Mass. That was our first Spanish Mass with the mariachis. So what we're going to do is, when we get ready, we'll do the live video. Oh, great. Oh, gosh. I'm just going to dismiss that for right now. And this will be public, and when we get ready to go live, we will say go live now. And we'll just click that and that'll make it come alive. Then we go back to Pro Presenter, and that's what it will show, because we will have it on the camera. And I just know that on the camera, let's see, we would, let's see, what is it for? Yeah. So we would get that over here by pressing that, and then we would do auto to make it. This is what is shown on the live stream. So this is what is live. This is what you get ready to put up there next, and then you would do the auto to bring it over. And you've got to be careful not to press DSK in the wrong, on the wrong slide, because it can change the blackness and cause a lot of problems that way. So on the computer, you can get the next slide ready. When you click this, it'll show on here, and it'll automatically change on the cameras too. Then for your gathering song, you click, let's see, we have to make sure that this is off the screen first. Okay, so now you can click this for the gathering song. It'll show up over here, and this is what you'll see black in the background. But when you press the DSK button, it will show up here with the picture in the with the what the camera is focused on in the background. The DSK is what brings in just the line of words and lets you keep the camera there. But you can only use the DSK when there's only words here. Don't use it when you've got a full graphic. Let me see if it'll... Okay, so when they start singing, you can go to the slide that has the right words, and it will automatically change up here if you're in the DSK or the auto mode. And you press DSK again, and it'll take those words off. Okay, so So when we have the penitential right, don't press this until the computer, the camera is off of there. Okay, so we want to click on this and it'll be prepared. And you gotta be sure you don't press the DSK, that you press the auto. So that's when you don't want to use the DSK, when it's a full graphic. So we're going to get out of that, and we're going to go to the Gloria. When you click on that, it'll come here, and it'll come over here, and then she can bring it in with auto. And that's what will be seen on the screen. Then you get out of that. In the first reading, make sure she doesn't have it up there, and then you can click on it. It'll show here what's on this. And if you need to, if something, if she accidentally presses the wrong, if she presses a DSK or something when she's not supposed to, and she can't get out of it, you can press this clear all. It says clear all right there. And that will get it off the screen. Okay, so if you press this again, one click, it'll bring it over here, and this is going to be brought in with the DSK. You can see it right here, and she has it right here, and it will be the first reading, and then she presses the DSK button to bring it in, and it'll have the first reading just where it's located in the Bible. There. And then I think she's going to, let's see, press this again. Yeah, that she presses DSK again, and that'll get rid of it. And then the Nicene Creed will be next. And it is in two parts, the first half and the second half. So you got it here, so and it automatically comes into the preview, and then that's when you want to use the auto button and not the DSK button, because it's a full graphic. Let me see what happens when you use the DSK button. Well, it didn't do anything funny there, but we had a real problem when the first time we were using that, and she accidentally pressed the DSK button to bring in the first graphic, and it was a graphic of the front church, and the front of the church outside, and it was like transparent. You could see the people inside in a weird way, and we couldn't get out of it. And I finally figured out we had to press this clear all button to clear it. And that finally cleared it up here, and then we went on with the Mass. Okay. So then, Gee, I don't know what happened to the second reading. Oh, I see. The first reading. We have, in this part, we have the first reading, the psalm response, the second reading, and the gospel. So we'll do all of those when it comes time. After they do the first reading, then they do the psalm response, and you just click on the psalm response to give that over here, and you'll bring that in with DSK, the psalm response, and the person will be doing the psalm there. And then you can go right to the second reading. It'll show up here. That's the second reading. And it will automatically come here. You're in the DSK mode. And then when they do the gospel, and we don't put the Alleluia up anymore, and the gospel it'll automatically come there. And then after that, you have to get out of that with the DSK button. And then the next thing will be the Nicene Creed. We've already gone over that. Then the presentation of gifts for the song. And that would be in DSK mode. Better as one day. And they'll have different views here. And I'll let somebody else explain that, because I'm not really good at that yet. So we do the first verse. You just have to kind of listen and see which verses they'll do, and we usually have the order of the Mass up here. And if you kind of listen, you can hear them singing the different verses. And then we do the Holy Holy, and that is, it's a full graphic. It's a full graphic, okay. So you should bring it in with the auto button. Then the Lamb of God, and that's a full graphic, so you bring it in with the auto button. And we do the spiritual act of spiritual communion, and that is brought in with the auto button. Then on the communion song, we have the verses that she gives me. And that is the DSK button to bring it in. And they will have a picture of the choir and the people going to communion, and the words will be down here with the DSK button. And we'll do that for all the verses. You click on the next verse and it'll automatically come up there. And then at the end, we have the recessional. And after we do the verses of the recessional, then you have to show the copyright permission. web address, and if Julie does an Archbishop's appeal, there will be the Archbishop's appeal that we'll do while Julie is given the presentation after the communion. And while Father is speaking, or maybe one of the other priests, you can do them also as and bring them in as the DSK. And that's it. Then we go back to this, and it'll say stop the live stream. So we'll stop the live stream, and then we will go through everything and shut everything down. And after the live stream has stopped, then you go through on this button, you just click off, and you shut down the computer like regular. Power, and shut down. Turn off the little, we do have extra batteries in case somebody forgets to turn off the mouse. And that goes in here. We shut down this audio, X out of it, and shut it down here. Power, shut down. And that's, oh, and we take out, take this out, the DSK button, and we put it back in the computer and post it on YouTube. So I have to check it and make sure it has. Okay, so that's it.